All right, the big countdown, and we are live. I am, and I'm glad to be live today. Today is June the 16th, 2021, down here in paradise. Paradise, unbeknownst to many of you, is Florida. Yes, it is. I've been a lot of places, uh, different islands, and I've been through the Caribbean. Man, there is no place like Florida. And the best place in Florida, sorry, the rest of you state, is Cape Coral. Man, we love it here. Let me get on with our workshop today, so you guys don't get too upset with me. I know I know some of my friends back up in Virginia and other places are thinking, man, I'd like to be I'd like to be down there where you are right now. Come on down. Plenty of space, plenty of room. Oh man, this is an awesome place down here. People are fantastic, all sorts of opportunity. I can't say enough good about Florida. It's a great place. We're going to talk today about outdoing yourself, and uh, I've heard a lot of discussion about always do your best. Well, that's good. Don't be a slacker. Don't be a sluggard. Uh, do enough to get by. Depending on where you grew up and the people you interact with, they have all sorts of ideas. One of the things that has already always bugged me, and I'm gonna read this so I can say it like I wrote it. Have you ever heard somebody say, "Do you have any idea of how hard I work or the stuff that I have to do? I'm amazed I'm still going after all these years of heavy workloads and back-breaking, baloney." Baloney. We've Most of us have all done back-breaking work. I remember I used to dig ditches, man, by hand. So don't tell me about back-breaking work. I don't even want to hear it. Some people, I don't want to say they're sorry, but I want to say, I don't know what to say. Lazy. They're not really shiftless. They're just lazy. Or they've grown up in an atmosphere where the mom or dad would come home going like, "Oh, I've had such a hard day. Oh, it's been so terrible. Oh." You know what? When you get home from work, don't talk about work. Talk about your spouse, your kids, how you love your home. Church, I don't know. Don't talk about work. And when you're at work, don't talk about your home. Don't talk about your spouse. Don't talk about your kids. Don't talk about, oh, my, whoever is sick and I'm going to have to go to the hospital and visit them. And you know what? At work, work. At home, home. You know what I mean? So anyway, I really over the years have gotten tired of the baloney. When I was at work, my wife didn't call me, bug me, and I didn't think about home. I was at work. That's what I did. And she was the same way. When she was at school, I didn't call her, oh, bloody. And then cell phones came out. Yes, they did. I love cell phones. However, being on your cell phone at work is not acceptable unless it's business. Not texting your boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, husband, kids. Oh, are y'all okay? Is everything? You know what? Kids, do not bug your parents at work on the stupid cell phone, texting them or messaging them or whatever. When you're at school, be at school. Be at school. Learn something. Do you like school? Maybe you don't. Maybe you hate school and everything about it. You know what? I understand. I hated school. However, I knew that I needed to get through school so I could get to the other end to start doing things I enjoy. You know what I did enjoy? I loved college. I picked my courses. There's a couple courses I didn't want to take, I just had to take. But school, the first 12 years, or kindergarten, 13 years, whatever, um, it's a necessary evil just to teach you the basics of life. Unfortunately, you have some sadistic, good for nothing, useless people that should not be there as teachers. And you have some awesome, fantastic, tremendous people that definitely should be there as teachers. That's life. That's the way it works. So when I say outdo yourself, sometimes you're coming up against circumstances, maybe not of your own doing, that wants to hinder you in doing your best. So what do I say? Do the best you can where you're at. Maybe you don't feel well. Your best that day may be half of what it normally is, but you're still trying to do your best in accordance with how you feel. You may have stress at home that you've carried to work. Don't do that, but if you do, and it seems today more people do than not, especially the under 40s. But anyway, sorry, under 40s. However, if you have stress at home, you leave it at home so that when you're at work, you can do your best at work so you can provide for home. Let me move on. So this doesn't apply just to work. It's schools, churches, sports, it's everywhere. Don't get entrapped. Don't let people around you make you into them. With some people that sounds hard because, well, I deal with these people every day, and I see them, and I don't want them to hate me. Well, you know what? If they're negative, slovenly, they don't do their job, why do you want to be around them? You have to be around them because you work with them. They're in the cubicle next to you, or they're on your team, or well, as a Christian, I can say pray about it. If you're not a Christian, I can say there are ways around everything, and you can start creating an environment of positivity when you interact with those people and not let their negativity define who you are. Always be your best. Always outdo yourself. You have nobody to compete with except you. Salespeople, I was in sales a long time. They were, all the salespeople were always trying to outdo each other. I got more sales than you. I did, whatever. Well, that's okay. But it's not the best way to approach sales. I always thought about working with other people. If I could help them make a sale, I would. Some people said I was stupid for doing that, but I thought of it as that person has got this sale on the line, and I can help them make it across the finish line. Unfortunately, that wasn't reciprocated, especially in the insurance business, a bunch of cutthroats. However, I didn't let that define me. I still did what I was supposed to do. And of course, as a Christian, as most of you know, I looked at it from, what if Jesus was standing right there with me? How would I act? How would I be? What would I do? I want to help. And if it's not reciprocated by them, that's okay. At some point in life, I will be reciprocated. And through the years, I'm 71 now, man, I've had awesome, awesome things happen to me because in my earlier years, I did the right thing. And it doesn't matter how old you are. You could be 55 and start doing the right thing. You could be 72 and start doing the right thing. You could be 91 and start doing the right thing. It doesn't matter. reciprocity will come in ways that you can't even imagine. Let me move on. I'm getting long on this video. I apologize. So you will have to get my newsletter. Go to www.astepabove.life and email me. You don't even have to buy the newsletter for this one. Just email me and say, I would like the newsletter about outdoing yourself, and I'll send it to you free. I want you to read this. I got too much in here to talk on this video. God didn't say, just do enough to get by. That's not in the Bible. Anyway, he said, do your best. Be your best. You know, like I said before, there's going to be sometimes you don't feel so great. But do the best you can with how you feel at that time. And you've done your best. You do your best with how you feel at the time you're doing whatever you're doing. Fortunately, most of the chefs, when we've gone out to eat, must have always been feeling great. Although there's been a couple of times I think they must not have been feeling so great because the food didn't turn out like I would like for it to. But anyway, that's not here nor there. You can't even know. We went to a place today. My middle daughter, Lauren, took me out for Father's Day field trip. And she took me to a place called, oh boy, Deep Lagoon, I think is the name of it. She'll correct me if I got it wrong. Anyhow, Deep Lagoon, I think is the name of it. Man, superlative service, fantastic food, coconut shrimp cooked to perfection. If you are ever in the Cape Coral, Fort Myers area, go to Deep Lagoon. It's well worth a visit. I thoroughly enjoyed that. It was more fun to just sit down, eat. There's the water, nice restaurant, great staff, excellent chefs. Let me move on. Anyhow, let me wrap this thing up. So take charge. We're here to do our work as unto God. Take note. What is your attitude toward your work and your work ethic? Evaluate. Are you always seeking to do the best you can with every task assigned to you? And lastly, think of how you would do a job if a person that you highly respected, maybe a person you loved, was right beside you. How would you do that job? Would you do it different in any way? So keep those things in mind. Make this week just an awesome week. And at the bottom of my newsletter, my footer tonight, I wrote, stating I did my best today will make you walk just a little bit taller because you know you did your very best. www.astepabove.life. Go to Amazon, order my book, A Hard-Oiled Mystery. J. Wesley Booth. I'm on there. You can get it in Kindle or print form. I've got 2 new books coming out. Hopefully within the next 60 days, we'll see how that goes. Anyway, it's been fun. See you next time.